this couldn't happen.
Hello, my name is Jason, and today we're going to be taking a look here at the Hudson Laser, model number 339, C as in Charlie. I bought this as my first laser machine, really hoping that it was going to be something that it wasn't. And one of the biggest things that really interested and appealed to me was the fact that it has the ability to do tubular keys. Because I currently do not have a tubular key machine at all. So that was something really big that I wanted to do. And it also appealed to me that the fact that it came with blocks for being able to cut standard keys such as Schlags, Quicksets, Weisers, GM, Automotive, stuff like that, single-sided, double-sided. So Hudson doesn't sell directly to people, so it took me a while to find somebody who would sell to a qualified, registered, tax-paying locksmith, let alone a business owner. It was crazy. So I ended up finding a company that did. And took about a week for the machine to show up. It came, and instantly when I opened up the box, there's a checklist, and I was missing stuff. I was missing these shims, and I believe that's for doing Honda and Nissan keys. You place the shims down here in the bottom to get a little bit more height so that you don't touch the sides, I'm guessing. I'm not really sure. Inside the package was also directions on how to use the product. However, I have to say that it's probably the worst directions that I've ever seen. It tells you to set the machine up. It does tell you to put the handles on there, remove these nuts. It tells you to put the cap on here and the cap on the bar and cap on here, and I mean that's pretty much it. It says that you're ready to go. In my case, that was not the situation. This belt had so much slack that it actually wouldn't grip at all whatsoever. So I read the directions cover to cover, and it tells you how to cut the different types of keys for high security or dimple or tubular keys, stuff like that. And the only thing it says is select your bit and put it in. There is no guide that tells you how to properly install these, how to get the correct alignment on them. And then it also says to tighten or loosen this feature here. This feature here is for a springy action that happens here. I don't know what it is because the directions never covered it. So they do have a video on HPC and on YouTube that shows somebody quickly using a machine. It's very informative, but it still doesn't tell you how to correctly install your tracer bit or cutter bit. And nothing tells you how to adjust the belt either. I'm still not 100% sure, but there is two screws here. Two nuts up here on the top of the motor that you can slide it back and forth. I added washers because the ones that were in there were broken. So, that's just kind of like my first overall experiences. Something I added myself. I did add stickers to tell me what the switches do. This one operates the light, this one operates the motor. But everything is here now. I do have everything, but I still don't have instructions that tell me just the basic things. How to align the tracer and the drill tip. So I'm freeballing it, really. I have no clue. So the next thing that I had to do on my own was these are the clamps for the keys, and it's double-sided, as you can see. Already off the bat, I've had problems that when you install these, keys don't all clamp down evenly. I cannot get a Schlag to clamp down in there because it rotates. It does not stay. I've tried it the other way, and I can't get the keys aligned the same. There's too much play. I also didn't like the Allen key setup, so I went to the hardware store and I bought a wing nut and a washer, and I soldered it on there so that it's more as a thumb turn like your normal key duplicator. but I'm having a hard time getting keys to clamp down on this. Now the Ford keys, they clamp down just great. However, you have to figure out a way to align them identical on both sides. What I found was easier was to use this other side here. And then it comes with this nice tool right here, an L-shaped tool, and it fits in this track, and you can install this and then do a tip stop alignment and adjustment on it. So, you know, hey, you got a frame and you're very familiar with tip stopping, so, you know, the cutters it came with. All right, so it came with a great slew of cutters. It did come with, hold on, I'll go through them all with you. You got the 2, the 2.5, the 3, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, and 4 millimeters. It did not come with the 1.5, which is what's required for your, I think it's the GM HU100s require the 1.5 millimeters. So that's something I'll be buying next, is the 1.5 millimeter cutter. But they did give you a 1.5 millimeter tracer, but just not the cutting bit. So, you know, this is just my first thoughts and impressions of trying to use the machine. And I'm still looking for instructions that tell me how to use this. Well, so I started doing some more research and stuff on the internet. And that's when I started finding out some really interesting information. First off, put this stuff away, I'm sorry. Oh, the brush does not come with it. This is a brush I have from a pocket tubular cutter that I just thrown in there. Alright, so I first started doing some research, and as we can see here in the front, I don't know what this is. It's not even, I think it's supposed to say Assistant S, but they've missed out some vowels. But I went to Google and I typed in Jinfa and started looking into some stuff. And come to find out, this is a generic knockoff China machine. The Jinfa has one particular model number. I forget it right off the top of my head. You can pretty much type it in on Google and start finding these China knockoff machines all over the internet. And it's really disappointing to know that the new buyers of HPC are actually just buying these China machines. They've rewrote the instructions. They are including a key clamp to do regular keys that doesn't work very well. And then they're slapping a paper sticker on top of it with a serial number here inside the hood and calling it their machine, when realistically it's not. So I'm a little bit disappointed because I could have bought this China knockoff machine far cheaper than actually paying for an Hudson HPC name brand. So, you know, I guess this is more of a buyer beware video. This is not an authentic American machine. This is a China knockoff, just that an American company bought it and sold it. So, I've only used this to cut 2 or 3 keys for actual commercial purposes. I'm still not confident on the functions and features of the machine. Down here, I don't know what these buttons do. I don't even know how to get these jaws off if I want to put different jaws on there. There's just so much stuff that is unanswered on this machine because they did not include directions. The directions say refer to the directions, but they don't have any. So, you know. Anyways, I guess, like I said, this is more of a buyer beware video that I was really disappointed that I got a China knockoff. And I thought I was buying American. So, anyways, you know, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and stay tuned because, you know, there's always stuff coming around.